Hey everyone, welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses Redux with the zombie deck. Last time we defeated Joey and Mako. So today we're facing off against Shadi, and the thing about Shadi is that if we get in the range of his deck leader, our zombie monsters die instantly, which is why this battle might become really tricky. We're gonna see how this battle goes. But we're kind of forced to play it defensively. Like, if we just don't have any other choice but to basically let him attack into me, I think that's the most feasible strategy, I would say. Just to, check. Yeah, he does have the destroy specific enemy type ability, so our monsters do die if they get close. And for that reason, I simply think that we should play this very smartly. We should be, let's be real, guys. We're not gonna beat him by trudging forward. We're gonna only be able to beat him by him, I think, attacking into us. Outside of that, to be fair, if he decides to stall, we can just win by stall out. That isn't really that much of an issue, I'd say. Having one Pumpkin the King of Ghosts, though, is a decent start. Boom, like that, they don't have the terrain if they decide to attack into Dokuro Rider, which they might not even attack into it. They do, so, here we do 1800 damage, so that's a great start. Yeah, I mean, that's about what you'd imagine Cherubin the Fire Knight would attack like, right? To be honest, Cherubin is much better in Capsule Monsters Coliseum, where he's actually not even half bad, but to be fair, every fire monster in that game is not half bad. That said, he's been relatively interested in so let's do this. See, this is my tricky trick. I'm going to allow him to come over to me. Obviously hoping he goes into attack mode. Tremendous Fire, it is what it is. We can attack into it now, but this doesn't seem like it'd be worth it. So we're gonna place, obviously, a great mammoth of gold find here, and just hope he attacks into it. Well, just turning a bit more into Wasteland whenever we can, Come on, I know you want to attack into it. Yes! Haha! Alright, that's another 1100 damage to him. I'm kind of glad that my strategy has worked out so far. I mean, usually the AI, in general, just is kind of fine with attacking into you. Except when they know you have a strong monster, it depends. Sometimes they can be really defensive, but sometimes you're able to just bait them into attacking you, and this was one of those occasions, luckily enough. If If we can get a terrain card though, that'd be really good to hear. Haha! That just could already be it. It is! Hey! Also, why the fuck do you have a Flame Viper out like this? It makes no sense. No boost, no what. Flame Viper is also a vanilla monster. Like, Flame Viper is only useful to be a fusion fodder. Which, I mean, I guess it's the best Pyro fusion fodder because it's the lowest cost in both stars and in deck cost. But just setting it out like this is just a death sentence, which has won me this match with a lot of ease. Which, you know, I know some people were like wondering, like, is this battle going to be impossible? But no, it's actually gone really, really quickly. As in, this might have been like the fastest we've beaten anyone in this run so far. So yeah, that is Shoddy done. So he was no issue for us. And I think he is one of the like very few opponents that have a destroy ability or deck leader ability, because like I think the creator kind of inherently knows that like if too many of the battles have that ability, some decks could just straight up not win. Luckily enough, like Shoddy isn't really that hard. Like Shoddy only becomes hard if he gets Flame Behemoth, or he gets the Molten Behemoth card up, because then he gets some pretty substantial boosts. And like we didn't even need the trade. Without the trade, we would have won there too. This map, however, is, I mean, it's kind of interesting to face off against opponents that have like, which are like good in the same field as you are, or terrain that you are. Because you both don't get an inherent boost over the other, which is, you know, both a good and bad thing. Solomon's Lawbook, I think, allows him to just use another card, which I don't really think it's that good of a card, especially for its deck cost. I mean, I suppose you can like, I guess you can like get through a lot of you can get through a lot of your deck quickly with it, though. I think that's maybe its strongest asset. Also, I think he used like 3 boosting cards on it, but it's gonna get spellbound here. And back to 1200. This thing isn't even that strong. Don't know why he used all those cards on that monster. Swords of Revealing Lights just doesn't really bother that much. I don't know if the boost still happens. It does. So yeah, Swords of Revealing Lights there has done literally nothing for him. And yeah, if a player has already been played from your card, you can play another card. Yeah, I imagine you can like use your whole deck, then use, or your whole hand, then use this card to just draw another hand full of cards. So it's not actually that useful. I mean, useless. It's actually pretty goddamn good. In the right deck. There's some decks that you just don't need to do it, and it is a pretty high deck cost card. However, there are just some straight up useful cards, or some useful decks you can use it in. Like, it's particularly fantastic in like a Muka Muka deck, which is probably what I'm going to be doing for Rock. I'm not 100% sure when we will tackle rocks, and when we will be. Like, Muka Muka might just be the most overpowered card in this game. At least when it comes to like monster cards. So I'm not sure if I will ban that card for whenever we do Rock, because that deck would just win every map with relative ease. Because that card can just get to like max attack without much effort at all. Alright, that thing defeated once again. Not too difficult. To be fair, this whole map, like, Jeopardize Tutor is... He's not super hard. I think the one thing is that he can sometimes stall you out pretty well. Like, that's probably his strongest suit, is his ability to stall you out. Boom. Get Skelgon. Honestly, spellbinding everyone for one turn is not a bad ability at all. It also gave him like slightly more time to get the hell out of there. Solo the Pure. Also, yeah, he only has 1200. He only had 1200 life points left, so he had very little left. Alright, maybe we can bait that guy out into attacking us. I guess we can't, but that's fine. You can just beat over him, so you go over here. You finish him off. Kind of realized that it might have been a misplay, but hey, at least we keep our deck leader like well protected doing this. Sure. We'll use Pumpkin the King of Ghosts, but we will just rid ourselves of these two cards. Put it in defense mode and we should be good to go. Alright, that was probably, it's a magic jammer, sure. Place you here and then we'll get Darkness Approaches. I don't know how good that card is, and now we can finally make this fusion for the first time, I think, is Dokuro Rider. Ain't that fun. Okay, he gave up. And that is Jeopardize Tutor defeated with also like quite a lot of ease. Yeah, these two battles have gone well. You know, AI not really being the best here, and we've gotten at least decent hands every single time. Hey, look at that, we got another Dark Hole. I think we already had 3 copies, but whatever. Which leaves us enough time to probably beat up against Bokora, which is nice. Because, I'm gonna be honest, it's always a little awkward when we only have the final battle left for these final parts, because these duels can take up to 5 minutes or to 30 minutes, and when like the final duel only takes like 5 minutes, you're just left there with a 5-minute episode, and you're just thinking like, huh. Alright, Mokubal next. He's got the Dark Dragons, that's his deck theme. Let's see what we have. Interesting opening hand, I suppose. I think flipping Dokuro over here is a good idea, just to get 2 spaces wasteland instead of 1. Like I said, I'd say that he's mostly here. Like Dokuro Rider's usefulness is mostly just like the terrain effect. He is also, outside of that, one of the stronger zombie cards in the game. Like, he is the 3rd strongest zombie monster in this game, which is, with 1900 attack is not even really that great. But hey, look at this! We can make a Great Mammoth of Gold Find. So, Dokuro Rider is here just to turn everything into a wasteland. Like, literally. That being said, Bokora does have a pretty high attack ceiling, so he could do some scary things. But hey, at least we're doing a decent job at turning it into wastelands. Dragons, I don't think, get a debuff from the wasteland, I think. I don't actually have a clue where dragons get their weakness. Like, obviously everyone gets their weakness on Crush and Dune, but besides that, I don't know. We can plant our first pumpkin over here. Alright, we get an actual wasteland card, which is cool. Sorry, Dokuro Rider, but now, like, your whole thing is kind of gone. Okay, well, he really wants to attack my deck leader. Alright, that thing is a Tri-Horned Dragon. With, at least, I think, 2 buffs. That, or I think he got, like, Nails of Bane on him. Because I think Nails of Bane does, like, 700. Simply put, yeah, Tri-Horned Dragon was pretty strong. Oh no, Dokuro Rider, don't die. Yeah, I suppose that is zombies' biggest weakness is their low attack power. And it takes a while before they really get pushed up. It's also maybe my fault for just not bothering to get any violet crystals. Because obviously those buff them by 500 instead of the 300 we get from dark energy, but I mean, I guess it's just that we just ended up getting different things from reincarnation, and I guess this time around I was just in a less grindy mood. But here, Typhoon defeated. So we do at least 1200 back. Obviously, this boy isn't strong enough to take care of him yet, but should be soon. Yeah, it was Nails of Bane he used on it. He's also used Dragon Pressure before. Probably on Typhoon. Guess we get another Mammoth up there. At this point, I think we just want to be fishing for pumpkins, right? She's now at 3,500. Move you back 1. Get Fiend's Hand. We could use that as well, but we really don't need to. Fusion. Still have to watch out for Black Skull Dragon. Although, I mean, Black Skull Dragon has 3200, right? So, and like the dragon deck leader does not give a attack bonus, so it definitely helps. Dragon definitely isn't a bad deck leader because it still has certain things like an extra movement option, which makes it really good. But boom, that dragon is slain. And I guess we'll start tearing into what's over here. That's a shadow spell. So that's unfortunately pretty much makes Patrician of Darkness not really like worth keeping on the field. That being said, he did kinda just put everyone there just to die. Like, I can't really make sense of why you do that. Like, I see that one of my monsters is spellbound, but you're still sending out a monster that's weaker than it up front. Like, why would you even do this? Yeah, I mean, that's it, I think. Yeah, no, that is it. We also beat Mokuba. Or I say Mokuba, it's Bakura. It feels like Mokuba, god damn. Just cured his little dragon. He dead. We win. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode where we beat 3 opponents that, I mean, they're not usually hard, and the AI didn't really help them. They didn't play well, but we won, so we'll take those. Yeah, next episode we'll fight Yugi and maybe even the final boss, depending on how long it takes. So next episode might be the final one, so you know, let me know if there's like any type you'd want to see next. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!